one of the things that we talk about both in the podcast, and I think also mentioned it on the eCourse, is the performance anxiety can begin to dip into much more of like an anticipatory anxiety, where over time, it goes from something that's very, very, in the moment to starting to think about it a little bit more outside of the moment.
So I did get your course. This is not a plug. Mark did not ask me to plug this. This is one of the reasons why I was, listening to the podcast, because I got a lot out of the course. And I did learn about that from the course. And yes, I did experience a little bit of that, but I didn't really, there was a lot of stuff in the course that I hadn't thought about or didn't know before. And once I was exposed to that idea, that became less of an issue with me. One of the things that has really helped me, Mark, from the course, was this whole idea of asking yourself, and I've discussed this with my girlfriend, and this has really, really helped. And I think it's one of the reasons why we had such a good experience the last time, was this whole idea of asking myself and exploring and embracing, well, what do you like? And talking about it with your partner. So I spent some time writing down all the things that I like. What are all the things that turn me on? What are all the things that, I like to do? What are all these fantasies and all this stuff? And we didn't have a super long talk about it, but I told my girlfriend, hey, these are the things that turn me on. I'm embracing these things. And so you should know. And she was actually really surprised that I was talking to her about this, because that's not something couples usually talk about. You're supposed to be some sort of mind reader and figure it out. I'm like, you know what? From what I learned in your course, I'm not going to force anyone to be a mind reader. I'm going to be straight ahead and say, this is what I like. And now she knows, and she's perfectly happy and willing to participate and, in those things that I like. And that was one of the things that made it a lot easier for me to relax, is it's like, okay, I'm telling her these things. I don't have this anticipatory anxiety, because she knows what I like, and I feel totally comfortable telling her the things that I like. And she's actually really happy and pleased that I'm open and trusting enough with her to tell her these kinds of things, because you feel kind of vulnerable when you're expressing yourself in those ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously very vulnerable, and that communication piece can be really, really huge in staving off the anticipatory anxiety and actually getting the process to kind of move in the other direction, where you can kind of whittle it down to things that are very, very acute, very specific, making them a lot easier to address. Well, yeah, because now there were a few times when I was like, kind of dreading what's going to happen next time. But now it's totally turned around. It's like, okay, it's not exactly to where I was before, and that's fine. I know I'm getting there. I know this is a temporary situation, but now I'm totally looking forward to the next opportunity we have. And your course helped me to get my head there. I don't think I'd be there if I hadn't really thought about all those things that I learned. Well, I mean, I do appreciate the plug, even though I know that was not intentional. And no. So, that was something that we did not even discuss prior to doing this episode together. And even in this conversation that you and I are having, as you're fully aware, if you've been through the whole course, we can't even cover all the components in this conversation that are covered in the course. Right. There's just so many pieces and so many factors, but it sounds like getting a little bit more focus on the things that do work for you and pleasure has also been very helpful. And I think, like you shared at the beginning of this conversation, things have been progressively like improving and getting better for you, which is certainly the direction that we want to see things going in. So it sounds like that you're really starting to do some of that work and starting to gain some momentum in the opposite direction. Is that how you've been feeling about this?
Yes, totally. I'm super, super happy that things are moving in the right direction. I mean, obviously I'd like to be back in the saddle, so to speak, where I was performing the way I was before, but that's not reality. And I know I'll get there. I'm just happy that it's moving in that direction rather than going in the other direction, which would be devastating.
You have erectile dysfunction. It's no fun, and you want to get this resolved. Maybe you're taking a medication or a supplement with little or no success. What far too many men fail to realize is medication is not always the answer. Your brain plays a crucial role in the erection process. Your mind is where most erections begin. The erections you want need your body and brain working together. What you think and feel directly affects your ability to get an erection. Many aspects of your life influence your thoughts and feelings. These include your mental health, sexual desires, and relationships. It sounds overwhelming. We get it. That's why we designed eCourse to help you understand this process and permanently change how you approach erections. The course includes 6 easy-to-understand engaging modules that guide you through actionable steps to improve erections. This course goes way beyond tips and advice. This is about making fundamental changes to improve your erections and fight erectile dysfunction. This course is designed by a certified sex therapist who's helped many men like you gain and maintain the sexual satisfaction they want. If you're serious about resolving your erectile dysfunction, this is the course for you. Visit erectioniq.com/course and start your journey today.